All right, good evening, everyone. Sorry for the late starts. Okay, I checked the time wrongly. Okay, so finally I cut my hair and not wearing any cap. Okay, so I have missed out the market starting the trades. Okay, and so right now I'm looking at it for another way of any reversal that's coming. Okay, so happy holiday today, everyone. Hope that the Monday is great for every one of us, although that there's no trade in Malaysian market. So but US market still open, so we're gonna look into it here today. And let's see, 45, 47, 48 seconds. So seems like this one is fulfill what we want. Price is actually close higher than the previous one. And then okay, so right now we can go for a long position, which is here. And I'm still using the trading view over here. The reason is because I have downloaded this thing or swim. It's a demo version, but there's a time delay for this, so that's why I don't want to use it. Okay, so I'm not using this, but I think that it should be something that is very close to the market side, but just that the time and sales that they have, it doesn't actually really have the time and sale, so it's quite sad for this. Price, TS, okay, time and sale. So if let's say maybe you need to have the real account, then only you will have the time and sale. So I don't have it here right now. So we have the price and volume higher than the previous one. So I did something that is very bad right now, which is I'm entering against the trend. So I'm just gonna wait for it to see any of the cut loss that I need to do. So if let's say there's no cut loss, then I'll just stay with it. I just wait for this minutes to be done, then we should know that. All right. So one thing, of course, if you are viewing this for some times, and you know that we always have this on Monday, but this month there will be slight different here because this month I will have I need to go. The schedule that I have is a bit, unpredictable for this month, so I'll just go live whenever I can. So in that case wise, for those of you who really like to look into how I test it out in this trades over here, and how do I use or find the trading plan for the US market, then for this month wise, I'll just go live whenever I can. So in that case wise, you should actually subscribe to our YouTube channel, or maybe like our Facebook page, so that you get notification when we go live. Okay, so that is a better way for you to stay close with our live stream for this month. Okay, so if you have not done that, please subscribe and like, okay, our video and our Facebook page, so you will get notification when we will have the next live stream coming up. Okay, so right now I need to cut loss. Okay, so just now was a long position, so let's see. Okay, I can just do the cut loss over here and then go in for a short selling, because okay, right now the price is going down, the trend is going down here, and then it fulfills my entry rules here. So we just don't go against the trend. So previous trade we are losing 120. Last week I did a trade during I did a test out for our own members, for round and search members, and then we have a few losing trade. The reason, same thing, we have the same mistake again. I forgot to check the economic data or the calendars that any economics news are coming out, so that's why we can't use that my strategies during that time. So it's a second time right now, so it's a bad mistake. But of course, this also tell us, and it proves to us that these strategies that I'm having right here, we can't use it when there are any of economic data are coming out. Okay, important economics data. So if you're watching this for the very first time, you not sure how do we know that whether is there any economics data coming out. Usually I check it in this website tradingeconomics.com. They have the calendar over here, so you can check the time, the date. Okay, 6th of June. You can see over here. Maybe let me just wait, it bigger so you can see. So you can see like today, there's no important economic data are coming out from the US side. So if let's say there are anything that is important that might affect the market, they will have the red signs over here. So this is something that we would know. So like for example, tomorrow, US balance trade, April balance trade will be out at 8:30 p.m. So that one in our time, Malaysia time, is 8:30 p.m. So that is not so, because it's before the market opens, so that is okay. But if let's say the next day they have any of the important news are coming out the next day also, then it might affect the Tuesday market. Okay, so let's continue to look into this and see whether they will have a pause here. So far right now the price is going downwards in the market. Let's see. I think I should have style a bit for my hair. All right. So I hope you guys don't mind. Okay, since it's a holiday, so and also at night, so I just try to be a bit more casual. So because it's late at night, so anytime I just need to go to sleep. So that's why. So we have a low volume over here and see when is the time for us to. Now it's just timing the exit. We are running at a profit of about 110. It's bouncing back up a bit. So you can see the price moving up is actually quite fast over here. So this is usually showing us some sign that there will be some rebound is coming in. So we just need to wait for it. At the end of this candlestick, then it will tell us the answer, whether it will continue to move up higher. So I think I'll just do it. I can actually use a trailing stop here for this trade, but I don't like the trailing stop is because it's not following the market instead. So trailing stop also, it might, you see here, trail stop, and then the price might just we might need to cut loss over there. So I want to look for something that is like before the price actually move reverse against our position, then we can actually enter. We want to know before the price actually move up like this. Okay, so that we can get out before that, just like what we did for Malaysian market. But it's a bit lack of information here, the data. So let me see whether this think or swim, they have things like that. So I can continue to watch the market here. What is AT? Okay, just buy and sell. So any one of you know about this chart? How to use this? How to use this thing or swim? Do let me know, because it's my first time using this. I think it's my first time. Yeah, it's my first time. Let's say right now we are looking at Nvidia. So where is Nvidia? DDBA, NYSE, Nasdaq at this one is top 10 active Nasdaq, Amazon, BCT, Twitter. Don't have Nvidia here. Okay, never. I just, it's much easier. You can find this symbol. Oh, Nvidia. Okay, I just have to take the profit here right now. So I just take the profit of $33. So we still at a loss. Just wait for it, because right now the price is actually forming a bottom at this point. So there might be a rebound over here. So we just need to wait and see whether the price will continue goes down lower for any of the exit rules that we need to look into it. Okay. This is 1 minute. This is not one. Oh, this one is few minutes late. So okay, Nvidia, what kind of, while we are waiting for this, we just wait for it. High volume, they need to have a price bounce up like this in order to continue to have the price down. So we just wait for it to have the price up first. But we can see that the degree of the price down is relatively shorter than the previous one. So that actually tells us that the momentum of the price to go down lower is getting weak. Okay, so we need to wait for any of the reversal sign. So reversal sign is we wait for the price to go up first and then have a retrace, and then another entry rules comes in, then a successful retrace, a short-term retrace, a very short retrace, then we know that the price will continue to move up higher. Okay. Oh, what's all this? Is the sound okay? Sound check. Okay. I don't. Also, that message today. Let me put it aside first. Okay. So right now the price has moved up, but we don't see any of the high volume is formed, so we might see the price continue to move up higher. Price down. So I need to wait for this to form a retrace first. They might not have any retrace. If let's say they might move up like this, doesn't matter, we just have to wait. Okay, volume higher than the previous one here, we might see a price reversal continue on of price down soon, but will it continue to go down lower than the previous one here? We still need to see. Okay, do you guys watch just questions? Okay, do you guys watch live on YouTube very often, or maybe on Facebook very often? Should I just have something or make it more entertaining for the market? Okay, never mind. Since we are here, let's see any of the news in the market that we can just talk about. Okay, of course the things that I'm talking over here is just my point of view, so you shouldn't take this as okay. I'm going in for the long position because it seems like I shouldn't go in for a long position here. The reason is because the retrace is not really formed yet. I need to list down the rules that I have, because I always keep on going in and out, just like many of some of our students who newly join in, they just base on the entry rules and then enter. So you can see, if let's say you just base on the entry rules to enter into a stocks, you will just get a lot of cut loss, and then you lose a lot of making a lot of trades, losing trades. High volume. Price is not retraced. Price is moving downwards like this. Price down, push back up higher. High volume comes in, but there's no retrace. So seems like the market is not moving like what we see right now, what we always see, where whenever the volume is higher than previous one, then the price will have a reversal. Like this one over here, high volume higher than previous one, then start to have a reversal, and then high volume and then have a reversal. Wait, move up, they will have a high volume here somewhere, then they will do, because there's no high volume here when it's at the high side, so they want to create a high volume for one of the direction, up or down. And in this case wise, I'm thinking, give me a moment. Because usually what they do here is that they push the price up, and then if let's say the volume is too high, then they will quiet it down for a few minutes with a low volume. So with the high volume actually comes in, then it will show one side of trading. Okay, so in that case it's going downwards. So I'm going in for a short selling. Wait, no. No. I'm wrong, because the price is going down, a retrace over here, the high volume, so the price actually move up higher. Yes, okay. It's in this case. So we need to think fast, sometimes. So we'll just wait for this to get it done first. It's a bad trade. It's a good learning curve. So you always need to remember like how this price movement actually works. Then it will helps you better when you do any of the trades. So give me 1 minute, a few seconds to wait for the best entry timing. Okay, so what I'm trying to say just now is that whenever they push the price up high, if let's say there's a high volume, and then by right they need to have a retrace, but they don't have the retrace yet, so they wait for it. If let's say they have the intention to move up high, this is just the idea of it, so it might not be, we still need to test on it. So just to sharing of what I see over here right now, so we can test it out a few times, and then in the future, if let's say it works at multiple times like this, then we know that okay, we can use this method to trade in the stock market. So because this is served as a learning purpose, right? So come back to this, where the high volume actually form, the price doesn't have any reversal, so it start to move a bit sideways over here. With volume is lower than the previous one, it's getting lower and lower, and then we find that okay, one last one, the price is down, but volume higher than previous one. So usually we know that whenever the volume is higher than previous one, then it's either the peak or the bottom. Okay, so that's why we need to watch. And when the price is down, it doesn't really form a huge retrace over here like this one. There's a huge price down, so this one just a small one, and then the volume is actually higher than previous one. So this actually tells us that they will continue to move up the price. And if let's say they will continue to have the price that goes down lower, once there is a high volume over here, then probably the next one or two, then the price will actually goes down lower, and then the high volume that it comes in, the price should actually goes down lower as well also. So we don't see that here, so which means that they don't really have the intention to reverse that way. Okay, So that is what we can see. Put it into a case, into a file, open a file to look into this kind of price movement. Okay. Some learning curve over here. So in the future, if let's say I want to look back into a vlog, then I know that, okay, I can look back into this and then to find that what I have learned from here, then continue on and then put down the notes into it. So I found it here. So today, 120, 120, 90 plus, 150, 130, about 200 plus of losses here we have at the moment. So let's see this. See how far can they go. So right now we have the same thing here where volume higher than the previous one, but the price is not moving up. So we might see that it will be a reversal coming soon. So we need to see here is the next candle, see whether they will whether, of course, if let's say the volume is higher than previous one, so it's actually telling us that they will continue to move up higher. So you will see that the momentum is getting weaker with the price and volume. Okay, if let's say the price is not like moving up any much higher. Let's see here. They are not creating a huge volume here while the price is moving up higher. So basically the demand is not that high. So if let's say the demand is not that, they're still moving up higher, but with a low volume, so we might see the prices start to move a bit more sideways. So what I will do here is that I will just take this profit first, all right? Wait for it to form the sideways like what it happened before here. If let's say the sideways, the price down is volume lower, okay, volume is lower, and then the next thing that when the price continue goes down a little bit, and then with the volume is higher than previous one, then we know that, okay, you need to get ready, the price is not going to reverse down, is it might continue goes down higher. So we need to wait for the entry routes to come in. Okay, so we can start to see that the volume is actually is not that high. So something new to learn over here that we can learn it together, which is nice. Okay, volume higher than the previous one here, but there's no significant retrace. You can see the price movement is not huge. Volatility doesn't fluctuate a lot. Okay, as long as they have the price down a little bit, something like this one over here, then it's telling us that they have the intention to move up. Of course, we need to wait for the entry rules first. So trading is always like staying aside and then wait for it. Okay, so right now we have the volume is higher than the previous one, but the price is not going down a lot. Okay, the price is not going down a lot. So we need to wait. We can't move in right now. We need to wait for the entry rules to come in. So if you are joining this for the very first time, then my entry rule is always that price is actually higher than the previous high, then it's fine. Okay, so we can see the price is moving slightly higher here. So why I don't continue to hold on to the position just now, which is at the profit, so right now the price going to move up higher, because all this point over here, it shows the sign of some reversal. So I don't want to, you know, take the risk of letting the price goes down together with my position. So that's why I choose to take the profit first. I prefer it that way. Same goes to, if let's say Malaysian market, which just take the profit first, put it into your pocket first. Okay, that is much safer than letting it float in the market. Okay, 55 seconds, so I think that's pretty set. So I'll just go in for a long position. This is where the volume is higher than previous one, but the here volume is not. The volume is higher than previous one, but price not moving up much. Just wait and see. Oh, they might have a big retrace here coming. They might have a big retrace coming before they push the price up higher again. I'll just cut this first. $33. Just cut the loss first. $27. 140. 90, 150 losses, 1200, 110. So I just wait for it to have a few price retrace first. So yeah, it's all about waiting here, waiting and waiting. So I read today. I mean last week during the weekend I see something very funny, not to say funny, which is very common in the market where there's a show is talking about like during pandemic time, and a lot of people actually make money during pandemic, and not just in Malaysia, in overseas as well, Taiwan, US, everywhere, because that is a time where a huge money actually pump into the market and then boosts up. You just close your eyes, you buy anything, you can actually make profit from the market. So and then after that, of course, a lot of people got trapped into it. And then why I say it's interesting is because that is when a lot of people, when they get trapped, they'll start to change their mindset. They don't apply the Warren Buffett mindset before because they see the price actually moving up, they make a lot of profit from there, but end up they losing all. So the price is down high, there should be a retrace, but I don't want to go against the trend, so I just wait for any of the long signal over here. Okay, come back to the story. So when they got trapped into the market, then that's where they start to think like, because they are trapped inside there, so they look for anything that they actually give them hope to continue hold on to that stock and hope that the price will actually move back to their break even or maybe move up higher. So that they would think that, okay, everything will actually goes back to, they say like what Warren Buffett said, everything will actually goes back to the intrinsic value or the original value of the stocks. Okay, yes, I can't say no to this. Yes, everything will actually goes back to that moment or to the original price or to the fair value, you can call it. But the problem is when the time you enter is not at a fair value, because then when the time you enter is actually when all the funds are actually moving and then everything is overvalued. So you can't expect that the price. Okay, right now we do see the previous candle here on my cursor is actually volume higher than the previous one. So there's a retrace over here. So we just need to wait for any of the long entry signal. And where was I? Yeah. So in fact, you are not really investing into it because you use the Warren Buffett way. You're just using the Warren Buffett or some other successful investor quotes to actually comfort yourself to be so that you don't feel that bad, and giving yourself still continue to give you the hope that the price will actually move back up higher. Because like I say, when the time you enter is not at the fair value, it's actually at the overprice. So you can't expect it. If let's say that is true, the price will actually goes back to a fair value. That's why the price dropped, because it was overvalued. So that's why the price dropped. So it is going back to the fair value, but the fair value is against what you are against your expectation, against what you want. So, but a lot of people, they just continue, caught into their own expectation. Okay, so of course, well, in life we need hopes, but in stock market, no, there's no such thing as you can hope that the price will actually move back up higher. Okay, especially during that time, it's really overvalued in the market. Why I say that is because all of the central banks actually pump in those money to save the market. All right, so right now I have the entry rules for long position. Just this one, the price is actually higher than the previous one, and the price is down with a high volume. Yeah, so just look for it. Of course, if let's say it goes down lower than this, then I'll just cut loss. Yeah, so during the time there's a lot, the central bank, every country central bank is actually printing out money, flooding into market, save everyone, okay, using the QE. A lot of financial institutions are having that kind of money, so that's why you can't, during that time they'll just buy everything that it has the fundamental, so it actually jack up the value. So when they have bought that and then they still have funds in hand, so what do? They move their funds, okay, to invest into other things, and then other stocks, okay. So other stocks, not so good stocks, okay, or maybe secondary great stocks, then move up already. So what they do look into, they look into tech stock, because those are, you can't look into the fundamental of it anymore, because Coca-Cola is still Coca-Cola, so it doesn't have any future expectation. You can't use any dreams or futures or ideas to boost the the company Coca-Cola value. So what are the things that actually is selling dreams, is selling the futures? Tech stock. So that's why they move into it. So tech stock actually move up a lot. So basically during that time, the market is not going according to the value. It's just going according to their, is selling dreams, okay, to everyone in the market. So that is the true thing about the stock market, okay. So yeah, really going into down into retrace. 50 seconds long position, cut loss, then move in for short selling position. Price is down. I'm just gonna stay here for some time. Yeah. I'm gonna cut this first. Why I say this is because, like I said before, they will go into a long, a sharper or maybe a longer sideways or retrace over here. So just wait for the timing, because just recap of what the mistakes that I make here, that I enter here because the price is actually higher than previous one. This is at the bottom and then it created a new high, but it doesn't really have the price up like the previous one over here. The price is really up a lot, so it's still moving up slightly a bit, but so it doesn't really shows that they have the intention to move up higher. I don't mind buying at the higher point. The reason is because if the big boys are in, then they push it up higher, just like this one over here, push up, so we can actually make about like about maybe $100 of profit here. So that is okay. It's always remember, trading is not about the best price or best price entry or maybe best exit point. It's always about timing. When is the best time for us to enter? When is the best time for us to exit? So I did my bet over here. The price continue goes down, and then here I continue do a short selling, but we know that the price is going to go down for a retrace. So price is down, high volume, but the price don't really press it down a lot over here, so we shouldn't actually use this for it. Okay, so this one really push it down a lot. There's a high volume. So yeah, I missed this out, but it's fine. Okay, so but then right now what we can find out is that summary of what our finding here today. How do we know that the price is going to have price up, continuation, or a reversal over here? Is that we need to watch the price. Of course, first thing is, if let's say the degree of the price is getting falling or maybe moving up high, is getting shorter and shorter, then that is the time we need to get ready and watch. And when it's at this time over here, by right, there is a high volume, the price should start to reverse over here, have a retrace, but it doesn't have a retrace. So then followed by the next few candlestick over here, the volume is actually getting lower and lower. So and then the price is not moving anywhere here. So that actually basically telling us that their intention of pressing down the price is not that high, even though here we have the entry rules for short selling. Price is actually close lower than the previous one. So we didn't actually go for short selling over here, but we wait for the next one. The price really close higher than the previous one, and it is moving up actually quite aggressively, like what is happening right now here. So we long a position and then we make the profit over here. And then when it comes to this point over here, we start to see like volume is higher than the previous one again, but then the price is not moving up a lot, doesn't have an immediate reverse, immediate, what you call that, the immediate retrace over here. So it's actually telling us that the price is going into a sideways, okay? And then when it goes down to here, the volume is getting weaker, and then the volume is higher than previous one over here again, but price is not pushing up high much. So that means that they are not ready to push the price up higher. So we might see the price continue goes down lower. So this is what happened here, okay? So reverse of what is happening over here is that price is higher than the previous one, but then it doesn't really have any of the reversal. So they want to have the price continue to move up higher. And then when it comes to this point over here, it should have a reverse of the price up, but they did not reverse up. Okay, they continue goes down lower. So means that they don't really have the intention to move up the price. Okay, right? Wait, what higher the previous one? Reverse, they don't reverse. Seems like there might be a reversal coming here. Okay, reverse of price, because this one high volume, price don't reverse, it goes sideways, so they want to move up higher. But this one high volume, so they have done the reverse, but here high volume higher than the previous one, but the price don't reverse up higher, they continue goes down lower. So that means that they will have a reversal. Their intention is more towards the downside. But yeah, no, don't put it that way, because we still need to look into the price movement, which side are showing like more aggressive to up or down, then only we know that okay, the trend is decided. So yeah, but at least we know that when this thing happen, we don't jump in and out in during this time, okay, because this actually shows us that it's indecisive. So we don't jump into it in this way. So we can cut down those cut loss timing, the number of cut loss, to protect the profit that we have. You can see that the losses, most of the losses that I made during this whole vlog session over the live stream over here is because I do a lot of cutting loss. So I do have profit, but there's too many of cut loss that actually can't cover that. Okay, so that's why controlling how many times of cut loss is very important for consistent profit in the stock market. Okay, the rest are also moving the same thing. AMD is going downwards, so this one is pressing down quite aggressive. Let's see end of the day how it goes first. Okay, so I think yeah, that should be it here today. So 40 minutes. If it's too long, no one would like to see it. And of course, you can always watch back this live stream so that you can have some idea of how to look into it. But of course, these are just testing out. Same goes to for myself, is testing out in the market. So it's good. I mean, this whole live stream is just to show you like how we can monitor the price movement, identify the price movement, what are the difference over here, the fluctuation, the volume, all this, for us to understand more about the market, so we can come up some trading strategies that in the future, that when we look into it in the real money, then we can start to fund it, okay, to make a better trades with the real funds. Okay, so that's why this is something, of course, for us to learn about it. So it's good, even though that we have losses, that it's meant to have losses or make mistake right now, because this is when we can learn. Okay, if you don't make any mistake, you do not know what you don't know. So when we make the mistake, then we know that, oh, these are the things that we do not know. Okay, so we can actually avoid going into this kind of timing. Okay, so yep, so hope that today this live stream over here is able to help some of you who are wants to look into the US market, or maybe look into any other markets that you want to try it out. In the last one, I just entered into this, okay, into any new market like Hong Kong market, Malaysian market, or any of the new markets. So these are the ways that you should practice before really jumping or commit into a real market. Okay, so of course, if you find that this is helpful, remember to give us a like, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page, and follow us, so that you know that when we have the next live stream is coming, you get notification about it. Okay, and of course, share this to your trading buddies as well, who like to find out more about tradings. Okay, how to set up, how to get into the stock market. Okay, I'm gonna see you guys next time when I see you going live. Okay, thank you, bye bye.
True traders react to the market.